Okay, so the characters I can't stand in Degrassi or hate. Well, in the first generation of Degrassi, Liberty and all them, I actually didn't really hate that many characters. Like, they all had their flaws, but they all had like likable qualities. So sure, I might like really not like what a character's doing one episode, but they redeemed themselves. The only character I really didn't like in the first generation was Mia, and this may be because I'm a really big Cheerleading fan, but still, she just annoyed me so much. So she comes in and she's just really annoying with Darcy and stuff. And I like Darcy. It's kind of like teeters sometimes, because sometimes she annoys me, sometimes she doesn't. But I don't know. Mia just really got on my nerves. And when she then she didn't really mind because yeah, she went through a hard time. But it's just like how like she acted with him. And the one part that really bugged me was like, you know how JT went into all this trouble with drugs and everything. When he was like, he was dating me, but it wasn't really, they weren't dating for that long. So I don't know why he had to tell her like every single thing he did in his life. Like, I know she has a kid, but seriously, you can't expect someone like, okay, let's go out. By the way, just so you know, I had a small drug problem. I almost killed myself, and I was selling drugs because I got my girlfriend pregnant, and all this other stuff. Like, you don't say that's not someone. You have to build trust or whatever. And they were dating for a few weeks. So I don't know why. She just freaked out. She's like, blah, blah, blah. You're a drug addict, blah, blah, blah. And not to mention, she was just like totally mean to Liberty. Like, Liberty didn't even do anything to her. She's like, my boyfriend died, blah, blah, blah. Like, wham, this is all my stuff. I guess she's hurt. She was just butthurt because she knew deep down that JT didn't love her, like he loved Liberty. And then, come season 8, Degrassi decides to make Mia, of course, the main star of the show. And she was just freaking annoying when she's a model, like... And then she always complains about how no one loves her or whatever. And I'm like, well, maybe you should stop going after guys that just break up with their girlfriends. Like, you go after JT, him and Liberty just broke up, you go after Peter, and like, his girlfriend just left that night. Obviously, he's not going to want to be with you the first night he breaks up with his girlfriend. He's not going to want to get official. Boy. Mia was just really hard to like, period. Did not care for her at all. Like, all the stupid plot she had about Peter not liking her, I'm like, well, you tried to get him to be official with you the day after him and Darcy broke up, and he was dating Darcy for like a year. So yeah, he's not gonna want to be official with you. We just like met, and his friend had like I felt so bad for Danny with the whole Mia thing, cause he liked her so much, and he was so sweet to her, and she's like, haha, screw you. She's just stupid. Coming to the next person who I didn't like was Jenna. And I know I might seem very biased since I seem to hate all the characters that come between my ships, but that's just a part of the reason. So Jenna came in, and you kind of knew when she came in, she's kind of causing trouble because of the whole well, first you thought she was like trying to break Allie and Claire's friendship up, but she's really after Casey. And I think when she said your boyfriend's there, that's kind of a warning sign. But Claire, I just hated how Kenna went down. It just annoyed me so much. Just like how Claire is like so nice to her, takes her in because she has no friends and she's a new school, and it's just a really good friend to her, helping her with like all these things. And then as soon as Casey, and then she flirts with Casey all the time, right in front of her, and right in front of her friend, and to Casey, and then it's just like, as soon as they break up, it's like 3 hours later, oh, let's go make out with Casey. Who cares about Claire? It's like, if you really cared, you would have said, okay, Casey, I really like you, but let's wait 2 weeks so we won't hurt Claire, because Claire's a nice person. But no, and then when Allie and Claire confront you, like, I didn't steal anything, blah, blah, blah. It's not my fault. And I'm like, you are friends of a person, and their boyfriend is now dating you. Do you think they're gonna want to be friends with you? That they're not going to give you dirty looks? And she just seems it's just like the way she acted, like she's all like annoying and all like high and mighty. Like with the plot of Casey and his parents, she's like, Casey, you have to forgive your mom. His mom locked him in a freaking closet when he was a kid. Not to mention what his dad probably did to him. Do you think he's gonna want to trust her as soon as she comes home? No, you should have like talked to him about it and make sure he was okay. And maybe you could have gone to open up about his past. But no! And with the whole pregnancy thing, she just annoyed me to hell. All her plots seemed really, really bland, because I think Degrassi, if they wanted to, they probably could have made Jenna a really good character, but they didn't, because really, they made her out to be the enemy in Season 9. All Season 9, you saw her as the enemy when she came in, when she took Casey, because her and Casey never had really any plots. She was just the girl that took him away for a plot. And then, in your eyes, she's the one that told Casey that, like, oh, cheat on Claire, make sure to cheat on the exam, it's okay, she'll be fine with it. No. In all of Season 9, you just see them as, like, this bad couple. And then in Season 10, it's like, oh, Claire's Eli, it's fine. They're a totally good couple. Forget all that. Us trying to make them seem like a bad couple. But they were. Jenna became a kind of better character in Season 11. I liked her more because she seemed more mature. But I don't know, sometimes there's just certain things that annoy me about her. You know, bash my head against the wall. The last character that I really can't stand is Eli. And I know that he is God to the Degrassi fandom, but he's not my God. So I watched Season 10 kind of backwards. I didn't actually, like, watch it. I started at Jenna's pregnancy episode because after, like, Season 9, I wasn't really into it. But my friends told me to watch it, so I did. And I watched it really backwards, and the first Eli episode I think I saw it was just like a rerun on TV, and it was the one where he was fighting Fitz, and I saw him as this really crazy, creepy dude, and he kind of freaked me out. Of course, I was more concerned with Dolly J breaking up in that episode, but no. And so when I watched it, like, I liked him for Claire because I think that she deserved a relationship after, like, all the drama with Casey and everything, and there were some things that was off about him that freaked me out. And I don't know, it's just like, it seems like online, everyone would blame Claire for doing all these things for him, but I'm like, but it's Eli's fault, like, he just did all this pointless stuff, and it's like, it's not Eli's fault, it's because, you know, his bad past, his bad childhood, blah blah blah, dead girlfriend, blah blah blah, bipolar. Like, seriously, no. I don't know. So it's really the fandom, I think, is a really big part why I don't like Eli, because it seems that he can do anything he wants, and it's not his fault because he's either bipolar, or it's something to do with how his girlfriend died, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no. No. He's just this really cocky guy, and I've never really liked him. Even with, like, everyone gloats about how attractive he is, I'm just like, I'm not really attracted to him at all. I don't know. But yeah, Eli, it's just the really big thing is how he does all these really bad things, and no one really cares. Because honestly, what pissed me off the most what he did was that freaking play he wrote. He wrote this play making Claire the villain, and he shows it to the whole school, which is basically slander. And then everyone's mad at Claire because she yelled at him even though she apologized for it. But Eli never even apologized for the play he wrote. He just changed the ending. It's like, oh, there you go, change the ending. Perfect. You're now the hero, not the villain. And like the feud he had a Fitz, there was the parking spot that was open right beside them, but he doesn't want that one. He wants someone that has people in it. And then he freaking tries to break Claire and Jake up. Like, how is that a good thing? I'll know I'll get Claire back. I'll just get her boyfriend expelled. Because that'll totally work. In regards to Eli and Claire, I don't know. Eli just bugs me. I personally cannot wait till he graduates because I find this character to be really overrated. Like, they just add all this, like, damage and everything to make him seem like, to appeal to, I guess, teenage girls because they like that kind of thing. Never appealed to me. Because according to me, I prefer Casey over Eli. Everyone makes Eli out to be this bad boy, but really, he writes plays and wears eyeliner. Yeah. Eli needs to leave. And when he does, I will have a party. Just like I had a party when Kenna broke up. Because I'm so mean.